I never thought I'd be back here again, but here I am. So today in this video, I'm going to be trying to beat Ghastly Harbour on Nightmare using the Canals items. So I've actually tried this challenge quite a long time ago, but I kind of left it away because I just couldn't get through it at some point, and I don't think it was even enough to beat it. But after trying it again in my spare time, just after Dungeon Quest secretly updated, I found out it was possible actually, so I figured why not make a video on it. So just to give you the short of it, Dungeon Quest recently updated just to do a lot of more quality of life changes, and there are some nice quality of life changes, but that also rose some problems with the older dungeons. And in my warrior run, which was recorded after it was updated, you'll know why. So my mage run was recorded just before it updated, so it may look a little bit different, but hopefully you don't mind. So the mage set I'm going to be using consists of an Overlord's mage set, the hat being blue and having 20,000 spell power. And my armor is purple with 21,800 spell power. And my legendary will be the Mage legendary from the Canals, which is 174,000 spell power. So my armor is pretty average, maybe slightly below average. My hat is pretty good for being blue. And my legendary is definitely on the much higher end since the max is around 174,300-ish. And for my skill points, I'll be using 11 stamina and 103 spell power points, so this will allow me to take mostly one hit from bosses, because I don't know the exact damage values after they nerfed it, but I know 300,000 is the general range for bosses. So that's my mage set. Now for my warrior set, I'm also using the Overlord set, but the power is a little bit lower with the hat being 20,500 and the armor being 21,800 with slightly less HP. And my warrior legendary is a bit lower than my mage one at 173.7k. So it's slightly lower than my mage sets, admittedly. So I opted to get more skill points in this regard. So this will lower my HP, but I'm still having enough to take one hit from minions. Okay, with that out of the way, I'm going to be showing you how much damage I deal, or what damage you should expect if you try this yourself. So with Warrior, I'll be using Blade Storm solely. I tried using Blade Revolver, but I just couldn't get it to work, and I just kept dying everywhere. So with Blade Storm, with my warrior set, it'll deal roughly around 160 to 180 million per tick. And you gotta remember, this ticks around 10 times. So it deals a total of about 1.6 to 1.8 billion. So it's pretty decent, but compared to my mage set, which is right here. So I'm going to be using Dual Vortex for my mage set, and with Dual Vortex, I deal roughly 1.65 to 183 million, which is slightly higher than than my warrior set. And Mage actually has a benefit here because with Vortex, it has a 2-second cooldown instead of the 4 seconds that Blade Storm has. They may have basically the same range and the same speed boost, but Blade Storm has twice the cooldown as Vortex has, so Mage has a slight advantage in this area, both in terms of damage and how easy it is to dodge. So this is why I opted to have more skill points for my warrior set compared to my mage set, because the maximum damage I've seen with Ghastly Harbour skill points with Canals gear is around 200 million, but that could just be from an older video. I haven't really tested it myself because I couldn't really get the better Overlord's pieces, but yeah, this should be enough to get us through the dungeon. So that's all for my setup, and I'm going to show you my completion runs with Mage being first. So enjoy. So just a disclaimer, I'm going to be overlapping the game footage with Northernlands music instead of the Ghastly Harbour music. This is going to avoid some copyright reasons that I won't really get into, but you will still hear the game sounds like me using spells, dying, and all those other boss sounds. You will just hear Northern Lands music instead of Ghastly Harbour music. So, sorry for the inconvenience, but I just throw that in there. Alright, so that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this type of thing, leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more challenges like these. I will be looking into trying more challenges, like maybe trying Orbital Insane with basically the minimum amount of gear required from boss raids, just to kind of give you guys a range of how bad your gear can be before you can beat Orbital Outpost, because you actually don't need tier 30 for that. And for all of the other older dungeons, I'm looking into challenges for those, and since Dungeon Quest is updating soon, I look forward to doing those again. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.